Michael Yardy struck a brilliant 100, making nearly half of his side's runs on the opening day of a competitive match-up between Lancashire and Sussex at the Emirates Old Trafford. The returning Chris Nash, skippering in place of Ed Joyce, who was with Ireland, won the toss and batted and survived a very strong appeal for a catch behind in the opening over of the game. Glenn Chappell was denied there, but not for long. In his third over, he swung the ball back into Luke Wells, who was given out LBW after deciding to leave the ball alone. He was out for 7, but the next hour still very much belonged to Sussex, the current leaders of the LV County Championship, in spite of their heavy defeat to Somerset last week. Nash was looking to make up for lost time after missing the first 3 matches through injury, and he played in a very positive manner. As did Yardy to begin with. If he was given the opportunity to drive, he did so with aplomb as Sussex moved along at just short of 5 runs per over, with this pair taking the total quickly to 97 with a stand of 80 in only 17 overs. It was an encouraging start for the visitors to Manchester. But 2 wickets before lunch balanced the morning session up. Nash will be disappointed with the shot he produced to nick Tom Smith behind after making 40. While Rory Hamilton-Brown sliced an inside-out shot off Simon Carrigan, who was getting through plenty of overs early on, to Lewis Rees at deep cover. Hamilton-Brown was out for 5 at 108 for 3. Yardy remained, and after lunch he reached his first 50 of the summer, a very good one made off 77 balls. He had slowed down considerably after Nash was out, knowing the importance of his innings. And it became even more important when Kyle Jarvis, in just his second championship game for Lancashire and his first at home, found enough movement to trap Matt Maton in front on 5. Sussex will have been thrilled to have a fit-again Luke Wright available, but he too was out for 5, as the Zimbabwean Jarvis also had him LBW to leave Sussex on 140 for 5. Batting was by no means easy, as Ben Brown was to find out. He edged his first ball just short of the slips to deny Jarvis his 3rd wicket, leaving it instead to Luke Proctor to find the edge, which was snaffled by Smith. Brown was the 5th Sussex man out in single figures, as the 5th wicket fell for just 60 runs. The one man Lancashire really needed now then was Yardy, and they were mighty close to getting him out leg before. Smith the man denied here. But the same bowler did remove Ashar Zaidi, who dragged the ball back onto his stumps after making 12, to leave with his side in a spot of bother on 176 for 7. So now it was all down to Yardy to see if he could get his side to a competitive total. He had a moment of fortune as he neared his superb century, one which was reached with a tap and run off Chappell. It had been a monumental effort from the former Sussex captain, who needed 154 balls for his ton. From those, he'd struck only the 8 boundaries in a knock which had held his side's innings together. It was an extremely valuable contribution from the 33-year-old, who still clearly has plenty to offer his county. Aside from Nash at the top of the order, the only other of his teammates to support him out in the middle for any length of time was James Anyon. He survived for the best part of 2 hours in making 35 out of a partnership of 74 for the 8th wicket, a stand that helped Sussex to their 2nd batting bonus point of the day. Anyon eventually missed a drive off Smith to lose his middle stump, but his efforts cannot be underestimated. After all, Yardy needed someone to help him out. Steve McGoffin also held an end-up in the last half hour of the day, and that allowed Yardy to keep going as he closed in on 6 hours at the crease. A further 26 runs were added for the 9th wicket, which may have just about balanced this game up. Lancashire will certainly have been disappointed to find Yardy in such good nick. He ended the day unbeaten on 132, made from 214 deliveries, and that was made out of a total of 276 for 8, the day ending 4.5 overs early because of the light. Yardy will hope to add a few more on the second morning to get his side past 300 before leaving it to the bowlers.